In our previous video, we looked at how we recorded a recurring item. In this session, we're going to look at how we record a recurring item where there is no fixed end date to the recurring payment or recurring receipt. The basic recording of these is exactly the same. We go into the bank accounts module and click on recurring items, and we can see that I've already recorded one recurring item. I'll then record a further item. So in here I'm going to record the bank account that this payment is coming out of, and then the nominal code. Well, this time we've got a monthly payment for electricity. So I will select electricity. Then in the recurring entry details, I'll record that it's a bank payment. This time it's a direct debit, so I will change the transaction reference to something suitable, and in the transaction details I'll record a summary of what this payment is for. Then in the posting frequency, I can record that this payment is going to be made every month. But in the total required postings, I will leave that as 0. And you'll notice that when it's 0, the finish date is shown as perpetual. So it will then keep going until I tell it to stop. I'll record the start date of this amount, which, let's say that that's the 15th of January. And down at the bottom, I'll record the amount of the payment. Well, in this case, it's £78 plus VAT. So I'll put 78 into the net amount. Tax code of T1 will calculate the VAT at 20%. Once I'm happy with everything on there, I'll click on OK, and I can now process the recurring items. You'll notice that it just brings up the item that I've just put into Sage. It doesn't bring up the other standing order that's recorded, because that has already been processed for January. So Sage keeps track of when these payments should be recorded. So I'm happy for that amount to be recorded, so I'll click on Post, and Sage now records the January payment. And that's how we record a recurring item when there is no specified end date for the recurring item.